And as we have no mat, after you guys leave the mansion this time, you will not have access to the mansion unless one of the NPCs has the ability to cast it.
Well, thankfully, what's her name? Vi? Vi has one anyway. So, I think her
Who's
name is
Vi?
Vi.
Come on, with the
Hollow
twins?
sisters. Sister.
Oh, yeah.
Goomhall's sibling is not named Vi.
Hold on. Let me check my notes. It's been a bit. I didn't write it down.
Nice.
Anyone know what the lie for Lysander? That's why. So, yeah, Lysander has one. That is her name, right?
Maybe.
Can I roll a history to confirm that's her name?
No, we're beginning D&D.
Okay.
When last left off, we heard the alarms go off again.
Yes,
And
all
we're
of
about
them.
to go out and check. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, then we were having Jubilee cast her spells before we go out, and then checking from there.
So since, oh wait, Chaos is here. Did Drew manage to get the spell off?
I would assume so.
All right. Well, Beastie's going to pull out her sword, embiggen it, and we'll just peek out the door.
I gotta gather everyone together so that I can just go ahead and copy and paste everyone.
Do I have to split for this one because we have less people, or?
You gotta count it up and see if you have to or not. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Doubling up. If it was just 11, I would have been fine. But again, even counting me, even if I counted myself only once, it's still 12.
Alright, and so you guys are all leaving?
Not yet. Beastie's just checking by peeking her head out the door.
Do you see the snowy landscape?
All right. She'll turn back to everyone and give them a thumbs up before heading on out.
Yeah, George and Otto will follow with copy.
Yes, it would help if I also went with. We have no musica.
Oh, right, we don't.
Alright.
Nope.
All right.
Forgot to win.
Edo will put on her invisibility goggles and will look around.
Hold on, I gotta get the twins. And technically you all exited over here. I did not mean to bring the dead body.
Nice. For Otto, bring Otto and my rest about to have blind sense as well, so if anything would trigger within 10 feet of them.
Okay, please. Roll a perception check, Adelsarde.
Oh boy.
I will flash being use that.
Alright. You look around Adelsarde and you don't see anything, but you see the faintest evidence of very large footprints having disturbed the snow.
Going in which
Around,
direction?
just all around, like all around the door. More specifically, in the spots that Otto had set up his alarm.
Ale is going to look to these and is going to just frown while looking together. We need to go. Something was following us.
Move away.
Yeah, I guess we could start turning into wind then, I guess.
Yep. Ale's going, and Beastie are going to try and turn into wind.
Well, George will also do the same. Actually, George is going to, as he's sitting here, is going to. Let's make a spell. He's gonna cast that before he starts turning into wind.
There are none of those things near you.
That's not turning at all. Alright, since he didn't feel anything, he is just going to start turning into wind.
All right.
Then he'll keep concentrating on that as he's doing it if he can, and then if anything does, then just let me know.
Okay. So, are you all ready to take off?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Did you want something else, George?
No, Otto was going to, since they don't point out the footprints or anything like that.
She will.
Okay. Otto is going to try to take a closer look at the footprints to see if he could figure out, like, if it was some kind of animal or what that could have been, if he can take a guess at it.
Okay. Are you doing this while you're made of wind or in a physical body?
Physical body.
Okay, you'll need to roll nature.
Beastie will give a hand.
Looks reptilian in nature. Could be the worm or the drake-like creature Adel was talking about last night.
Huh. Looks like it's from a reptile, if anything. Maybe similar to, like, the drake? I'm not sure. I have questions for you about that, by the way, but we can wait until we get out of here.
Yes.
Then he will start turning into wind as well.
Alright.
Okay. So, what was it that we...
We were getting the ritual book for the Panacea.
And where was that again? North, right? Here?
Yes. Up there.
Alright.
If only you could check the compass.
Yeah, if only. Well, north we go. How many blocks should I move again?
It was 8
Hold
for 8 hours of wind walk, I believe.
Hold on. You move 1 square per hour, so. And I'm having to double check some stuff, so give me a second. technical difficulties now.
Oh.
Why are you messing up on me? I don't like you. My computer may or may not be ever so slightly frozen.
Oh.
Fantastic.
You should restart it.
Maybe. Or I might just brute force it.
I mean, if your computer is frozen, how are you going to brute force it?
You let me worry about that.
Okay.
Alright, there we go.
Good.
Alright, so you can move 1 square an hour.
Okay. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. I guess when we're that close, Adel's going to say, last lights, what about this area do you recognize?
Hold on. I have to roll a history for him. I also have to roll a lot of D100s because you just went ham moving squares.
You didn't say one at a time. I was waiting. It's like, oh, should I do one at a time? Nope. Okay.
I usually make you move 2, and then you have to allow me to do the rolls, so
I do
now
not
just
remember.
have to. It's fine. If something happened, we'll get to it in a bit. Right. And the last light will look around and say, I believe I heard rumors that that certain rituals were performed here, but I don't believe I ever personally came.
Oh, he's still the same. Don't swear. I'm sure Moon Elf will help you with that. And they all will sign.
So we touch down to see if we get anything, find a specific location of it, or what direction we're in now.
That depends. These floating islands, are they actually there?
Yes.
Okay. If I were to go here, would that be touching down on one of the islands?
No. That would be touching down below the islands. You cannot make it to the islands with the amount of time that you have, because
Shit.
you would likely have to land, re-up the spell, and then fly up again.
How high are the islands off the ground?
They're fairly high, a couple of miles by the looks of it.
Yeesh. Alright. Well. Hell. Get
Based
them.
on the speed that you all can travel, it would probably take you 2 hours to get from the ground to those islands.
And what is the area down here? Is that marsh?
Let's see. Check it. It would be more of a forested area leading into a marsh, but you can tell that based on the crimson hue, it is a very infected forest area.
Oh, bother. Okay. Here. He'll touch down there, closer towards the, plains and these infected areas.
Every area is going to be infected, so it's kind of it's kind of a pick your poison sort of deal.
Yes, but I pick to eat the least amount of shit today.
Just give me a minute. Because I have to figure out which map I need to use here. This will do. We'll do this will do. Give me a minute to... as you are landing, you notice that the area actually seems to have been a dilapidated building of some sort. The stones have been moved, and everything looks to be fairly unstable. Stable enough for you to land and attempt to have a good means of rest, but the area is rocky. The buildings that may have been here at one point are no longer standing the way that they should. And give me just a minute. My Roll20 is lagging on me again. Curse you, Roll20. Always have the worst luck with Roll20, it seems. I missed a ring, I think. And as you land, you don't see any movement as you look around, but you can tell that this place used to be lived in one way, shape, or form.
Last light.
Yes.
Were there typically ruins like this on the island before everything became what it was?
No.
How on earth could this happen to a stone dwelling? They are typically quite robust.
More than likely was assailed by a wave of the creatures. It does not matter how firm they stand. If enough assail anything, it'll fall.
That is fair. But what was so special about this place that it was attacked?
If there were people here, the disease wanted to get to the people. That's all that matters to them.
How disconcerting. He's going to hop onto one of the rocks and he's going to look around.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Just anything of anything of concern and anything of interest.
Do you want to use any of the abilities that I bequeathed to you?
You know what? Hey Jay, how does your Paragon Renegade thing work again?
1 to 25 worst possible thing. 26 to 50 is worst option, but a little less. 50 to 75 is good, and 75 to 100 is the smartest and most logical option.
It should be fine. Yeah, I would like to use. Would I loot the blank even work in here? Because
I love that you doing that, because I was going to do the exact same thing.
But yes, it would 100% work here.
all right, Beastie is going. Well, I'm going to activate the I loot the blank and see what I can loot.
Shut up. I gotta roll something.
All right,
Oh,
it's
there's a
Daniel
luck
gonna
went on
show
whenever
up.
bad roll.
Beastie's gonna pick up something, and then Daniel's hand just reaches out and touches, and he looks at her as like, "You touch me again," and punches her out of the dimension.
I was going to be an infected Daniel.
Oh God.
Hey. Let's see, what are the stipulations here? Legendary item. Alright. Sorry, I'm having to pick out items that I need you to roll for.
Say a question. If the super boss appears and we beat it, does that put us closer towards leveling up? That non-answer concerns me. The heightened humming on my comments also concerns me.
I don't have to tell you that.
Okay. You could just say so, you know.
I could, but that's not as fun. Let's see. Roll me a d4.
Ooh.
Alright. So, as you look around, the area, it's very difficult to see, but you see a small gleam of something over here in what appears to be what looks to be webbing of some sort.
Well, she's just gonna hop off and is going to start making her way over. While saying, "Hey, I saw something shiny."
Oh.
This isn't going to end well.
You don't know how it's going to end. It could end perfectly fine.
As a giant infected spider boss comes up, we're gonna fight the matriarch queen from Baldur's Gate 3.
Within the webbing, you see the hilt of what appears to be a. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Never mind, it didn't come. There we go. What appears to be a long sword.
George's eyes light up a little bit at that.
She rubs her chin. How far down is it?
It is laying on the top layer of webbing.
Oh, yeah, but how far down is the top layer of webbing?
It's about 5 feet down, maybe.
Alright. Beastie is going to place Duck over here. He's going to stab Straw into the ground. And we'll, stomp on the hilt so it's deeper in. Then we'll wrap the chain around her waist and we'll start lowering herself down.
Roll athletics.
Oh boy.
Okay.
All the times. Okay. So, she's going to lower it down up until she's faced.
How much does Beastie weigh?
That's a question. Hold on. Let me look into it. Okay. Hold on. I have to give ChatGPT an equation and see if it can solve it. Holy shit, Beastie is light as hell. 21 pounds, apparently.
In D&D, goblins typically weigh between 40 to 45 pounds.
Yeah.
So if that's
40 pounds.
all right. Okay. Straw is a little wobbly, but it appears to be holding your weight.
Alright. So how far away is she from the sword now that she's leveled to it?
10 feet.
Okay. Okay. She is going to Did something just move? Jay, did something just move? Aside from George? Why is no one answering me?
Because I am not obligated to. I don't know why Jay isn't.
Oh wait, I forgot I didn't have push talk on. I moved George's icon, but that was it. I didn't see anything else move.
Okay.
Hello? Hello, what?
You know, I was asking if anyone saw anything else move.
I full on fell asleep, I'm sorry.
Alright. So, what are you gonna do, Beastie?
she is going to use her whip, her ring to make a whip, and is then going to try and use the whip to grab onto the hilt of the sword.
Roll an athletics with disadvantage.
Wonderful.
You rear your hand back and you swing it forward. The whip wrapping around the hilt of the sword. It seems.
All right. Then she will try and whip the sword out of the web and over her head to land behind her.
You pull it and it flies over and lands on you instead.
Huh? Ow!
Oh, at least you got it.
That's going to hurt.
Do what?
Well, when a sharp object is falling out of the sky, it tends to land blade first.
It's in a sheath.
Okay. Well, in which case, Beastie won't catch it, I guess.
Okay.
Ooh. And she's gotta give it a look over.
It is a sword in a sheath. You can't really examine the blade right now, given that you are dangling over the side of a ravine. Unless, of course, you want to let go of the hand I presume you are using to hold the chain to steady yourself.
No. But, you know, hilt and sheath. Does that look anything fancy?
Looks like a hilt in a sheath.
Alright. She'll just strap it to her belt and then climb back out. Okay, says Beastie, yanking Scraw out of the ground and sheathing it before taking a look at the brand new sword she got. And
How do you take a look at it?
she will start unsheathing it.
Okay.
Oh no! Duck, no!
What?
It's probably gonna blow them both up.
Sort of exploding.
Sword of Fireball. Every time you swing it, it casts Fireball at point blank range.
As you pull the blade out, you actually notice that the blade itself has a crimson hue to it, with obsidian lining the weapon down the middle.
Huh. Hey Prince, sorry, George.
Yeah?
You know how to look at magic stuff?
I don't, but probably Otto does.
Bag!
Yeah?
I found a sword. What'd it do?
He'll take the sword and then he'll just cast Identify on it.
Vorpal sword? Holy shit.
Oh, damn.
Well, Beastie will listen to this explanation and is going to rest the sheath sword on her shoulder while thinking, Hey, priest.
Yes.
We need to go back to doing the training where I can do that same thing that you do with the great swords.
Very well.
Let's see.
Both of you roll athletics.
Wow.
Good
They're
luck.
doing that. Otto is just also going to be looking around to see if he finds anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Do you do anything special?
I was just going to do a regular investigation for him.
Okay. You sure?
For now, yes, but are we okay with doing a second one, Gay?
I mean, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yeah, Otto just look for regular stuff, and George will loot the blank.
Okay. Need an investigation check from Otto. I don't need anything from George, but I need to roll one die.
Otto rolled a 23.
You don't see anything of interest. Anything that could have been here has either been long since deteriorated or destroyed, presumably, in whatever cataclysmic event occurred here.
Huh. Alright. I thought there is some fine print on this one that just says, oh yeah, the chances get higher the more you use it.
Give me just a second. Roll a... Hold on. Damn it. Roll a d3 for me, George.
Don't. Three.
Off in the distance, also in the webbing, you see what appears to be a rod of some sort, gleaming with a magical light.
Oh. George will kind of walk over, kind of look at it. Is it also on the surface, or is it kind of
It is on the surface of the webbing.
Okay. Then he'll just use his armor to activate his Azamar form, or activate his Azamar state, and he'll have to fly over and get over to the rod, and then we'll pick it up and take it out.
Okay. You manage to pull it from the webbing with very little issue.
And he'll fly back onto the surface. And then he'll call Alder over, and Otto will identify it. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
This is what you get for rolling what you roll.
Rod of
Jesus
Lordly
Christ,
Might.
what the fuck? Okay.
Rod has a flanged head, and it functions as a magic mace that grants a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. The rod has properties associated with 6 different buttons that are set in a row along the haft. It has 3 other properties as well detailed below. 6 buttons. You can press one of the rod's 6 buttons as a bonus action. The button's effect lasts until you push a different button, or until you push the same button again, which causes the rod to revert to its normal form. Press 1, the rod becomes a flame tongue as a fiery blade sprouts from the end opposite the rod's flanked head. If you press 2, the rod's flanked head folds down, and the 2 crescent-shaped blades spring out, transforming the rod into a magic battle axe that grants a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. Jesus. If you press button 3, the rod's flanked head folds down, a spear point springs from the rod's tip, and the rod's handle lengthens to a 6-foot haft, transforming the rod into a magic spear that grants a +3 bonus to its attack and damage rolls made with it. If you press button 4, the rod transforms into a climbing pole up to 50 feet long as specified. The surface is as hard as granite, a spike at the bottom, and 3 hooks at the top anchor the pole. A horizontal bar 3 inches long fold out from the sides, 1 foot apart forming a ladder. The pole can bear up to 4,000 pounds. More weight or lack of solid anchoring cause the rod to revert to its normal form. Press 5, the rod transforms into a handheld battering ram. Grants a +10 bonus to strength checks to mate against breaking through doors, barricades, and other barriers. If you press 6, the rod assumes or remains in its normal form and indicates magnetic north. It happens if this function of the rod is used in a location that has no magnetic north. The rod also gives you knowledge of your approximate depth beneath the ground or your height above it. Drain life. It's a creature with a melee attack. Using the rod, you can force the target to make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw. On a failure, the target takes an extra 46 necrotic damage. You regain a number of hit points equal to half that necrotic damage. This property can't be used again until the next dawn. Paralyze. When you hit a creature with a melee attack using the rod, you can force the target to make a DC 17 Strength saving throw. On a failure, the target is paralyzed for a minute. The target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect in a success. This property can't be used again until dawn. And terrifying. While holding the rod, you can use an action to force each creature you can't see within 30 feet of you to make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw. On failure, a target is frightened of you for 1 minute. A frightened target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. This property can't be used again until the next dawn. Jesus Christ.
God damn, what the fuck?
Crazy.
To hear all this explained to him, George's eyes go a bit lopsided, seeing that there's so much information on this thing. He just kind of stretch his head a little bit and just be like, well, shit. Huh. And I'll be honest, I don't know how to react to this. This is George talking, by the way, because he...
Well, it's definitely a cool weapon, but a bit too complicated for myself.
Yeah, yeah. You was about to say something?
I was about to tell Maravesta that they are more than welcome to use the I loot the blank as well.
Hey, you can if you want to.
Oh,
You could try to find the legendary item with a 10% chance of invoking a boss.
Thaniel is gonna show up and is gonna call you names.
you know what? I do think the college treasure kind of seems worth it.
Go for it.
What's the worst that could happen?
And there it is.
Nothing bad ever happens.
What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing bad ever happens in D&D.
I'm gonna look around and search for a good spot to peek about.
Okay. You gotta let me know if you invoke the ability though.
Gonna move and I'll invoke the ability.
The I loot the blank.
Sorry, what?
The I loot the blank.
Yes, I loot the. Whatever.
With the
Okay.
blank. Question, Jordan. With the this will decide if what I want to do with this. With the twin blades, is there any caveat to me not being able to also dual another weapon when I'm split, or no?
You don't know. You haven't tried.
Okay. Well, we'll just say, well, at least I found something to use until we get off this island.
Until you get off the island? That seems very powerful, George.
What do you mean? Well, yeah, I mean, obviously I want Jubilee to be able to keep us from having to travel through these lands all the time, so I have something I want to try out at least, because maybe I could use this while also being split in half if I need to, but
Just be wary, I suppose.
I will.
Judan sighs and looks very sadly down at the web.
I'm once again having problems.
I'm sorry, I can't stay awake. I'm gonna go.
All right.
You got a nap before the sessions, dog.
Alright. Good night then, get some sleep.
Take it easy, Chaos. Well, I suppose I need to find a magical item to give to Maravesta before we end. So I'm going to try to. This one's going to take me a minute because I have to find something that fits within the parameters of looting the blank. right. I believe I have found a good weapon for you, Maravesta.
Mm-hmm.
You find, as you look around, you actually find a small sword under this tree trunk here, right there. Seems to have gotten put there when the tree trunk fell atop of it, but it looks like it can be salvaged.
All right. I'll head on over and I'll pull it out from under the tree trunk.
Okay. You don't know what it does because, as far as I know, you do not have Identify as a spell.
Correct. Is there anybody that can take a look at this for me?
You'll have to go speak to the bunny man.
Good old Otto.
Hello, Otto.
That's Hoppy.
The non-robotic bunny man, I guess I should have said.
That's a little racist. Just a little.
Just
Alright,
slightly,
ping-
just a hint
Ping,
of
ping for me, ping for me.
He's right above you.
Oh my god. You blend in. Can
What do
you
you
take a
need?
look at this sword? I just found it under this tree trunk.
Sure. And he will identify it. Holy shit.
Aegis Sword. A weapon of a celestial origin and very few exist. It is a one-handed longsword with an otherworldly silver-colored blade. The edges glow a light blue when swung. The crossguard is relatively wide with the colors blue, red, and yellow diamonds decorating it. The sword deals an additional magical force damage equal to 2d6 plus your dexterity modifier. Legends say that each time the sword becomes bound to a new master, the shape of it changes slightly. The sword itself is very difficult to master, but will grow in strength with the user. Celestial Force. On a successful crit, this weapon deals an additional 2d8 force damage. Regardless shield. If the wielder of this sword is not using a shield as proficiency in persuasion, they receive a +3 bonus to their AC. That's weird.
And just for you, Maravesta, if you attune to the weapon, it'll turn to a short sword, because I know rogues aren't typically proficient with long swords.
Awesome, okay.
Since,
That sounds pretty cool.
since the weapon changes shape with every new user, it will change shape to a short sword for you.
Why is the sword like, yo, if you can talk good, you can dodge or block these hits?
Good
Yeah,
question.
if you're able to talk, you can move. You can dodge.
If you can dodge the
You can talk
allegations,
the
you
talk,
can
you can
dodge
dodge
a
the
bullet.
ball.
Luckily,
Just
it's
feel like we're
walking is one of my only specialties.
just gonna love if we come back next week. It's gonna be like, bro's gonna want to do the blades. Do that this next week.
We're gonna end up fighting the most ungodly monster.
3 Thaniels.
And the puppeteer.
And the puppeteer. Thaniel now works for the puppeteer.
Bold of you to assume the puppeteer isn't just making simulacrum Thaniel.
I don't think Thaniel would allow that.
Technically he wouldn't, but the puppeteer doesn't need him to allow it. He just needs Thaniel more or less unconscious for however long it takes him to cast the ritual.
Yeah, but the problem therein lies when Thaniel wakes up again.
By the time that happens, puppeteer will be gone.
I have a feeling he will be gone temporarily. Thaniel, if anyone could find him again, it would be Thaniel. considering, I don't know, he has like a dragon that can perceive time and space or something, and he has a patron. He's the patron of something or the other, and a paladin of something or the other, that makes him like one of the strongest beings in existence. Have we somehow beat him?
God, this rod is so good. Holy shit. There's just so much shit to it. I'm just sitting here just like, so I can do all of this by just pushing a button.
By pressing a button.
Alright. So you said we're ending the session since Chaos fell asleep.
I didn't say that, but we may as well. Unless you want some of your other characters to loot the blank.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it.
Is auto looting the blank?
Yes, Otto doesn't have it. I don't think Otto has a lit. Actually, he has a staff. But I think that's like the only one of his better items. So why not? Otto will loot the blank. And this is where I fuck everything up.
No way. It'll be fine.
Most gamblers quit when they're ahead, or
I
quit
don't.
before they hit it big.
Here's the thing. You never learn your limits until you blow by them without thinking.
So that's my last character who learned his limit by blowing himself up.
He did do
Or
that.
actually, no, shooting himself and then proceeding to blow up.
We passed the
Tried to
time to turn back so long ago that we forgot what it looked like when we passed it.
He tried to pull a persona, but then realized he was in the wrong game.
No, he tried to pull a persona with a fucking nuke. It doesn't work that way. Just press the button while yelling persona. I'm sure it'll go great.
Also, know I didn't get to explore the light ether stuff he could do, but
It
Such
will
as
be
like-
explored for him.
by an angry father who's currently turning him into whatever.
Who may or may not blame us for his death.
What magical item do you have?
Does Otto have?
Yeah, you said he has one.
He has the staff. The best item he has at the moment is the staff of Dunmency and then the mace of smiting.
Okay.
Actually, he also has the rabbit's foot.
And you are no longer a wizard.
No, he's still part wizard. Like he's one level in wizard,
Oh yeah,
or
you.
2 levels in wizard.
Okay.
So yeah, wizard, artificer, and fighter. Pretty sure you can attune the force to the 4 things.
Let's see. Now I just have to find something. Give me a moment.
Also, have to get the stats for flame tongue. Am I gonna have to add like +3 weapons to all this?
The stats for Flame Tongue just means it deals an additional 2d6 fire damage.
I was talking about like the spear and everything else for that.
I'm gonna
I'm
be
guessing
honest.
those are just.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Jay. That's not my problem.
Yeah, no, I was just talking out loud.
See, Joe, remind me, what does the embiggening charm do with damage dice again?
I think it makes it deal twice the amount of damage that it normally would.
Alright.
Like I said, I have to find you a good weapon. Which is actually proving to be ever so slightly more difficult than I originally anticipated.
Good old 3-class, multi-class. Oh god.
You know what? I'm giving you this one.
Oh boy, okay.
It's a sword, which luckily I know you can use.
Fair.
Oh fuck, I accidentally just rolled 20. Hold on. I have to reopen roll 20, I didn't mean to close it. Ah, damn it, that means I'm gonna have to copy and paste my notes once again. Oh. The sword is slightly less powerful than I originally anticipated, so I will have to make a change to it. Maybe. Because this weapon is remarkably powerful, so we'll see how it goes. It's remarkably powerful, but also stupid. Wrong button. As you're looking around, Otto, you in fact also find a weapon lying somewhere. And as I made everyone else have to go and walk for it and earn their weapons, you're going to have to pick a random spot on the map right here in the webbing.
Oh, alright. Otto will walk over and kind of look down at it. How close is it to the edge?
It's 10 feet down, sitting on the webbing.
Okay. Let me see. Pretty sure Otto has a spell. I hope he do. Does this count? Alright, what Otto will do actually is he will think for a second. He's going to try something different. He's going to attempt to see if he can cast floating disc underneath whatever that is.
Sure. You hear the webbing below rip and tear, but you do manage to get the sword on the disc.
Alright, then he'll lift it up towards himself.
Alright.
And as he does, and he's walking over, you will cast Identify on it.
The sword of
I'm sorry,
fucking
what?
Armageddon. What a fucking name. You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with this magic weapon while the sword is on your person. You also have resistance to fire damage. Power of Fire. Use the bonus action to speak this magic sword's command word, causing flames to erupt from the blade. Those flames shed bright lights in a 40-foot radius and dim lights in an additional 40 feet. While the sword is ablaze, it deals an extra 2d6 fire damage to any target it hits. Flame lasts until you can use a bonus action to speak the command word again or until you drop or sheath the sword. Armageddon. The sword has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 charge and cast Meteor Swarm from it. This property can't be used again until the next dawn. The sword regains 1d3 expand charges monthly and regains 1d3 charges at the beginning of each month. Damn.
Damn, alright.
What about you, Adel? Do you loot the blank?
Sure.
Oh boy.
Do you actually want to loot the blank, or are you being peer pressured into it?
Both. I was thinking about it, I was deciding not to, and it didn't take much to push me over the edge.
What? Just because other people were doing it? You had to?
Yes. Anyway, what do I get?
Hold on, I have to find something.
Realizing how dumb I am sometimes where I don't just actually put notes in my personal Discord.
You should really put notes.
I mean, I have.
That's what I'm doing now for everything.
I have a Word document that is.
Yeah, dude, like I have so
I
many
think
tabs
12
open already.
pages
It's like,
long, actually.
Jesus Christ. I should probably put which character has that one.
What the fuck? I swear I saw something move on the screen.
Did you?
You're seeing things.
I must be seeing things. Because I'm pretty sure I saw the undulating tree spur from Night Rain. So, you know, I'm definitely seeing things.
Adel, as you look around, you see a white staff hidden in the webbing, just up ahead, right there.
How deep in the webbing?
It is on the same level of webbing as everything else.
Alright, she'll use her bonus action to bamf out her wings, and then fly over, and we'll try and take it.
You take it with very little issue, and after brushing away the webs, you notice that It is actually a golden staff with what looks to be a emerald set atop of it, where two wings are holding it in place, with a diamond at the very bottom of the staff.
Oh, regal. And expensive. Model.
Yeah.
Can you identify this, please?
Okay. He will identify it.
Oh my god. A staff of the Redeemer. Requires attunement by good creatures. The staff is a symbol of hope and forgiveness to all creatures. Creatures that bear the staff know the importance of peace and love, trying to spread their message in each breathing moment. As a highly advanced version of the quarterstaff, the Staff Redeemer deals 2d6 bludgeoning damage. The Staff of the Redeemer is wielded in two hands and deals 2d8 bludgeoning damage instead. Holy Aura. The staff glows in your palm as you hold it, so you feel a strange aura encircling you. So strange, in fact, it calms your nerves. If you're not wearing armor or using a shield, having a Staff Redeemer in your hand grants a +2 bonus to your AC. Goddamn. Despite the true evil, the weapon does 2d6 bonus radiant damage to evil creatures. Creatures are vulnerable to this bonus damage regardless of resistance or immunities. Mercy. Bearing the staff in your hands is a non-verbal oath to pacifism. Besides being of true evil, you feel as though all creatures are able to change their ways and contribute to a peaceful world. This weapon cannot kill any non-evil creature. An attack from this weapon would cause non-evil creature to fall unconscious. The creature is instead charmed by you for 1 minute, becoming peaceful and docile in the process. You can't order the creature to attack, force someone to make saving throws, or cause damage to itself or others. The charm effect ends early if you are incapacitated, or if you or your companions attack the creature, deal damage to it, or force it to make a saving throw. The effect ends, the creature falls unconscious if it still has 0 hit points. Well, I'll look at the staff. If only I was more martially trained, this would be perfect for me. Still,
I could assist you in that.
I would appreciate that.
He nods to this.
Alright.
And as you look at Hubert, roll a perception check.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, what are these things that I've been seeing in the corner of my eye?
Hubert has 2 beads of sweat rolling down his forehead.
Hubert,
Oh no.
Yes.
how long have you been having a fever?
He raises an eyebrow to this and said, I hadn't noticed that I did, to be honest with you.
I'll walk over and rest her forehead against his to tell the temperature.
He has a mild fever. It hasn't skyrocketed yet, so he probably has not been sick for very long.
I don't know when, but you got infected.
I was hit by one of the creatures the last we fought.
I would have thought burning it, the wound would have... I guess not.
We fought creatures last night, my lady, remember?
Why didn't you tell me you were hit?
It was barely a scratch. I didn't think anything of it.
Hubert.
My apologies.
I'll look up at the floating islands. Well, at least we're close to where we can make more of the cure.
And we have several days before it becomes problematic.
It's problematic already to me.
I'll be fine.
So you say.
If nothing else, I will simply steal the panacea from Gloomhollow's sibling.
That doesn't make things any better. But I'm glad that we're close by. Tomorrow we should be able to go up there and get it. Well,
He nods.
let's make some more. For the time being, I'm ordering you to rest.
Of course.
I do believe we should probably get to the island before we do rest more.
Well, Jubilee is currently out to commission herself.
She just disappears.
Just the Waluigi death scream as she disappears. Ah!
Once everyone is back to normal, we should go up and see and be prepared for what we're dealing with.
I mean, check the amulet.
Which amulet?
The one that gets us to, or not the amulet, the compass.
We'll check the compass for where the panacea is. Well, where the ritual, where to find out how to conduct the ritual that creates panacea is.
It is spinning in circles.
Hey, thanks for watching the video until the end. If you want to see more of my stuff, click on either the vids on screen or check out my YouTube channel. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and check the description for more places to follow me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you.